Well, it's early morning and I want to build some Lego, so let's go. So this is my swamp. It's this, and I think I did a really good job with the water trails, all here, rivers, little rivers, all throughout this mock. And so you may ask, dude, Bricks, what are they doing? And so I'm going to tell you after I explain this dark water. So you might want to stick around for that. This dark water, I think, creates a nice effect and a shadow of the TIE Fighter. So, shadow kind of affecting the water color at least. So this TIE Fighter is the Junior's TIE Fighter because I don't have another TIE Fighter, unfortunately. So this is the only TIE Fighter I have. So I converted it into like this broken down TIE Fighter, maybe shot down like 3-4 years ago. And so it was, and this will tie into our story, it was shot down on its way, departing from the Imperial base that we are going to go to in a minute. And so, where are these people going? They are going to the Imperial base. As you can see, TIE Fighter is going away from the Imperial base, while they are going towards the Imperial base. Sorry, this dude fell down. Yeah. So they are going towards the Imperial base. The TIE Fighter is going from the Imperial base. So that kind of foreshadowing. I wanted to dive more into the story with this mock story, I think. This mock story. So what are they doing? They are going to get the first Dark Trooper squad. So here you go. I've got 6 of these dudes, so I might as well just do something with them. There's some regular stormtroopers. I might as well just do something with them. These dudes are going to fight the first ever experimental Dark Trooper squads because Rebel Intel has reported that these dudes are now live and active. These are Rebel Special Ops. So these are the best fighters in the rebellion, and they are elite. So here you can see a clone, he's pretty elite. Mandalorians, they're pretty elite. Tusken Raider, I guess he's been trained to have an assault rifle. So they're all pretty elite. We've got our elite sniper right there with the poncho. You know that's why he's elite, when he has a poncho. So they were dropped back there. So this way, we're dropped back there. I don't know if it's a swamp or anything. I don't think this will be only swamp planet. I think it will be just like Earth, where there's a little bit of everything. Swamp, desert, mountains, maybe no desert, but definitely mountains, and definitely like grassy plains and stuff, just like green, and water and like oceans. So this planet. I don't have a name for this planet. They dropped back here, back there, and now they're coming this way, and they are going to go to the Imperial base to fight the Dark Troopers. I'm going to insert the cinematic here, and then we'll get into that mock. Alright. So here is my Lego mock of the Rebel troopers attacking, right? And so we have the Rebel troopers, they're attacking the Dark troopers, and laser bolt sagging. They're attacking the Dark troopers, and the Empire immediately knows what goes on once they bust in through this door. They're trying to attack these Dark troopers. They bust in through this door on the side of a mountain. I put some tiles here because I just thought it made it look deeper than it actually was, right? So this is like a cliffside, right? They climbed up to the cliffside using this rope right there. And this dude is still attached to the rope, just shooting out from outside the base. This laser bolt does not want to stay on. Yeah, so they don't realize that their blaster bolts aren't doing any damage, and they have already suffered severe casualties, like that dude right there, that dude right there. This dude's about to die, and that dude is about to die too. So they're suffering severe casualties, and if we go around back here, we can see that the Empire's basically just pumping them out. You know, they're just grinding. They're on that grind, and they're pumping those Dark Troopers out. So here's my Dark Trooper tank right here. Or Dark Trooper staging operation thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but call it what you will. This is it. And so this is where the Dark Trooper stays, and then the Stormtrooper is, kind of organizing all of this because he has a sentient being, and these are just droids. So he's gonna come out of here. This dude already came out of his pod thing, and they're all gonna go to battle these dudes over here. So it's basically the rebels are kind of fighting a losing battle. No casualties on the Dark Trooper side, a lot of casualties on the rebel side, and they're just marching forward. I'm gonna say the only one that gets out of this alive is the Mandalorian, just because he has Beskar armor, and so his the blaster bolts don't do anything on him as well. But everybody else, I'd say they're all gonna perish. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go back in time, right? Back in time of this storyline, right? I'm gonna create a prequel, just like Star Wars does. And I'm gonna go back in time, create a prequel, and it's gonna be them landing first on the planet, alright? I have a planet name. I'm gonna try to wrap this in at the end of the video. I'll tie all this together, wrap this all in at the end of the video, give you step by step, piece by piece, the story. I hope you kind of understand it now. We're gonna go back in time to the desert village where they landed. I'm going to create a desert village, I think, or like the middle of the desert with a tent. I saw this movie once. It was like about the first American soldiers landing in Afghanistan, and that's kind of where I got this idea from. So I'm gonna go back in time and the rebels are going to be landing in the middle of the desert with like a CIA kind of dude there helping him. All right, so yeah, we're gonna do that. So here it is, the little rebel squad landing in the middle of the desert. We have let's see, we have the CIA agent right here. Kind of looks like Cad Bane, but he is right there. And I decided to split up the rebel squad in two. So we have like the desert kind of segment, which is that dude, of course. And the desert segment is led by Cad Bane. Not Cad Bane, but the dude that looks like Cad Bane. We have the Tusken Raider there. And so he is also part of the desert segment. And you can see there the desert segment. There's another one right there. He's also a part of the desert segment. You can see they're part of the, like, this planetary defense force or desert segment because of their clothes. This is not a desert planet, but it does have a lot of desert. It is just kind of like Earth, in the sense that it has a lot of different biomes. And you know, we've seen mountains. That's where the base is, on a mountain, on a cliff. We've seen swamps, and of course now we see desert. So they are just landing here in the desert. They're gonna walk all the way to the base, and you know, the Mandalorian, this dude right there, is leading this command force, and he's leading this camo rebel you know, rebel squad. So we've got these two dudes, and that dude over there. We've got the dudes inside the U-wing. We spin it around here. We can see that the Greedo-like person is in there. Got a U-wing, of course, my favorite vehicle from one of the best Star Wars movies. And then we've got the building. So I kind of want to take a look at this because it has a bunch of weapons and chairs and shells and stuff. So you see the gold-tipped things or shells. We've got this dude, this dude. We've got a bunch of crates and stuff. This one's stacked on top of two others. And then we've got the stuff that I took out of the ATTE, the like weapons racks and stuff. So we've got 3 of those. We've got a speeder from the Mandalorian set. And we've got these little vegetation things, which are there are 2 sprinkled throughout. If we take it this way, we can see a little more and not see the building. But we've got that weapons box over there, and a machine gun, and we've got these sandbags, so it looks like they've been, you know, dug in here for a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it to the end, you know, might as well just like it right now. And thanks for making it to the end, and I think I'm gonna have a cinematic version of all of these after this. So, thank you. Bye.